Hello photographers, I got a box in the mail today from one of our community members, Thomas Giuliano, who contacted me and said he had a bunch of Vanguard VS-82 tabletop tripods and he wanted to send them to me. Now that is incredibly generous of Thomas, so I got to give a huge shout out to you, Thomas. Thank you so much for sending these to me. It was totally unprompted, very, very kind, very generous thing to do. So I'm going to open up this box and see what we've got in here, and I'm going to do a quick little review of this tabletop tripod. Now, there are two boxes inside of this box, so let's see. And in this box, holy crap, there's 4. How many tripods did you send me, Thomas? And in this box, there's 2, so holy smokes. Thomas sent me 6 of this VS-82 Vanguard tabletop tripod. Now, I did look this up on Amazon, and this is a $30 tabletop tripod that gets good reviews. It's got like 5 stars. So I'm going to do a quick little review of this thing myself. And I've got my OMD EM5 II here that I'm reviewing, and I'm going to set it up and see how this little job works. And tripods are important tools to photographers, and a tabletop tripod can be incredibly helpful when you're working in a small space and you got to get the camera close to your subject, but you can't use a great big tripod. Now, I want to just look at this real quick. It says the extended height, so the total height is 250 millimeters or 9 7/8 inches, and it has 2 leg sections, so it can extend. And the maximum weight that this tripod can handle is 5.5 pounds. So you're not going to be putting your monster like D800 DSLR on here with your 70 to 200 millimeter f2.8. So clearly, like with any tripod, you want to make sure that the tripod you're using can handle the load of the camera that you have. And if you're not sure how much your camera weighs, you can easily find out by going onto Amazon or the manufacturer's website to look at the specifications, where you will find the weight for your camera, and also make sure you check the weight for your lens, because your lens adds weight to the camera, of course, and you want to account for that. Now, I know that the Olympus OMD EM5 does not weigh over 5 pounds, so this is going to go on this tripod fairly easily. So let's open this thing up and take a look. So it's a nice little tripod, and as we can see here, it's got 3 legs, which tripods typically have, and they extend out, and you can then open it up and extend the feet out even further. And this feels like a really solid little tripod. That's one of the things I'm noticing right away from handling it. Normally, if you're spending, you know, $10, $20, $30 on a tripod, it can be something that's really chintzy. Now, this is a tabletop tripod, so it doesn't use nearly the amount of materials that a full tripod might, but it's still very solidly built. The feet are rubberized, so it will stick and hold its position on the table. I know you can't see it on the table because my table's kind of low here, but you can see these rubberized feet, so it's going to have a nice grippiness to it. It feels nice and solid. It's got the collar lock for the tripod extension, so you can lock this down and get the height of 9.78 inches. And the tripod plate is fixed to the head, so you can't like take the tripod plate off and put another tripod plate on. And I can't tell, it looks like, I can't tell if you can flip this thing to hold the camera at a 90-degree angle or not. It looks like you cannot. So one of the things you cannot do is flip the camera into a portrait mode with the tripod plate. And I'm just going to attach the OMD EM5 II here, and with it on there, it's got a nice steady hold. And then you loosen up the arm here, and you've got 2 points. You've got the point here that screws and unscrews, which allows you to move the tripod, or rather the head, you know, left and right. You can rotate it. And then you've got this point here, which allows you to articulate the camera up and down. So you've got 2 points of motion on this. As I said, you cannot flip it up vertically to go into portrait mode, but, you know, that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm wondering if you can change this head off of here. I'm going to see what happens if I unscrew this all the way. Nope, you can't change it. It's got like a fixed top. So like if you had a ball head lying around, you couldn't put a ball head on here. And this is a nice little tripod. Now, I personally prefer ball heads on my tripods, but for a tabletop tripod, this is a nice little deal. And if you needed something that's going to put your tripod on the table and allow you to position the camera in this sort of a fashion, this is really great. You can point it all the way down, which means if you're working with something that's right on the table and you want to get close, like as an example for macro work, this could be really helpful because you can get the camera real close to the tabletop. I'm looking at here. It is 4 fingers from the tabletop, so it lets you get really nice and close for something that you'd be working with that's small right here on the table. And you can take the shaft and let it go down further so you can actually drop it down so that the camera itself is, you know, like maybe 1.5 inches from the top of the table. That would allow you to get super close if you have a macro lens that will let you get that close. So this is a really nice tripod, and Thomas, thank you so much for sending these to me. Now, I don't need 6 tabletop tripods. In fact, I don't even need 1 tabletop tripod. So I think what I'm going to do is give these away to all of you. Now, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that yet, so you'll have to stay tuned for the details of the giveaway, but I'm going to give all 6 of these tripods away to 6 of you in the community because I appreciate you guys. I love you guys for watching, for supporting me, for being photography geeks just like I am and wanting to get out there and take some damn photos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the Vanguard VS-82, let me know down in the comments. Stay tuned for the giveaway. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you really like this video, maybe share it with your friends. But the most important thing to do is get out there, whether you got a tripod or not, and take some damn photos.